Hey guys, this is topic 4 from the study guide. So I'm going to go over a couple of the application problems for the systems of equations, where you're going to read a word problem. You're going to define your two variables. You're going to set up the system, and then you are going to solve it by either substituting or elimination. It's up to you. Okay, so these can be tricky. I'm going to try to do my best modeling how I might annotate this and think out loud about it. So here we go. If I scroll up a little bit, that's kind of annoying. A tennis coach took his team out for lunch. Oh, very nice of him. And bought 8 hamburgers. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make some notes here. So 8 I circled, and hamburgers I wrote X over, because that's gonna be my X variable. And 5 fries, I think that's already gonna be my Y, for $24. So total. The players were still hungry, so the coach bought 6 more hamburgers, so 6 more of X, 2 more of fries for that much money. So basically I have 2 constraints. I have 2 parts to this word problem, and now I can use both constraints to solve what they're asking, which is what I underlined: find the cost for 1 hamburger. In essence, they're asking us to solve for X. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to write myself a note here. So let X equal, hopefully you figured out, the hamburgers. Let Y equal the fries. This is making me hungry. Okay, so I'm going to start with this. So I'm going to number my equations here. If you remember from me just reading this, 8 hamburgers and 5 fries, right, for $24. So I'm going to represent that algebraically. 8 hamburgers, right? X is hamburgers. And 5 fries. So I have the hamburgers, if you think about fries up here. And I bought it all for $24, right? Okay. So now I'm going to set up a second equation because I have more information. So what it tells me is that he bought, hopefully you're looking at your study guide, that he bought 6 more hamburgers and 2 more fries. 4, you can even think about the equal sign as 4, right? Sorry, it's a little glary. Ugh. Maybe I should use a pen. For $16.60. Hang on, I'm gonna get a pen. Might be easier to see. Sorry. Okay, it's a red pen. Okay, so now I have a system, and you guys have already studied now. Hopefully you did some of the other study guide, that now I can solve this. I personally am going to choose to do, what do I want to do? I think I want to do elimination here. I want to get my x's. I think I just want to eliminate my x's, and I can because I know 8 and 6 have a common multiple, the least common multiple if you think about it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply both equations by something to get me to, let's say, 24. If I think of 24, x, what do I have to do to 8 to get to 24? Well, I'm actually going to multiply it by 3. If I think about 6 and I want to get to 24, because 24 is the least common multiple, I can multiply that by 4. Okay. So now I'm going to multiply everything by 3. So I'm going to write it over here. So 8x times 3 is 24x. Right? 3 times 5y is 15y. I'm going to hold on my equal sign, and then 3 times 24, or 3 times 24, I have to do both sides, is $72, okay? I can do it like that or just 72. So I have one of my equations now is basically equivalent, but I have 24 as the coefficient to this x. I'm going to go back here. Now I'm going to multiply the second constraint or equation by 4, because my goal is to get a 24x over here. 4 times 6 is 24, 24x. And then I should have 8y, because 4 times 2 is 8, and I hold on to the y, equals 4 times 16, 60, which I know is $66.40. Okay, so I now have set this up to eliminate, which is so fun. It's my favorite. Okay, so I'm going to draw a line there, and I'm going to subtract this whole equation. Notice that I think I told you in a different video, it's really helpful to write little subtraction signs here before each term, just so you remember you're subtracting, okay? It's helpful. So 24x minus 24x, well, wait, 0. 15y minus 8y, like terms, right, is 7y. And $72 minus $66.40 is $5.60. Okay. So I can now divide both sides by 7. 7 divided by 7 is 1, so I basically get rid of those. Oh, 56 divided by 7 is 8, so I know that this will be 80 cents. Okay. So now I'm going to circle my y. Once I have a y value, I circle it, because then I can go ahead and substitute this in for either one of these equations, because I still need to get my x, right? Because I need to find the hamburger cost. So what this tells me is that fries cost 80 cents. That seems reasonable, but we have to find the hamburger cost. Phew, this is a lot of work, isn't it? So I'm going to substitute my y in, which is 80 cents, for this top equation. So here we go. So I'm just going to draw a little dotted line to show a little more work. So here's kind of, if I think about it, here's step 2. So I have 8x, okay? And again, I'm just getting it from the first equation, plus 5. And then what I'm doing here is I am going to substitute the value that I just got, meaning French fries, how much they cost. I just figured that out. That's my y. I'm just substituting in here. And I'm going to hold on to that 24, okay? And then I have 8x. Well, I know 5 times 8 is 40, so 5 times 0.8 is going to be 4, equals 24. Okay. And I'm going to run out of room, but that's okay. Now I'm going to subtract 4. Subtract 4. So I'm going to end up with no 4s here, but I'm going to end up with 8x equals 20. And if I divide both sides by 8, then I'm left with x, finally. X equals, well, 20 divided by 8 is actually $2.50, okay? So that is my x. So now I have a y value, I have my French fries, I have my x with my hamburgers, but I need to be very clear in what my answer is. So find the cost of one hamburger. So anywhere in this box where there's space, maybe over here, I can write and I can box my answer. Basically, $2.50 for one hamburger. Okay, got it? Okay. Let's do one more. You're gonna need a calculator for the second one. Okay, so we have hot dogs now. This time, hot dogs, $2.95 each. Steak, Sammy's, 9. Oh, I shouldn't have circled that, but that's okay. But maybe I'll just say that's gonna be X. Sorry, I screwed that up. That's gonna be X. My hot dogs are gonna be X. Sorry about that. My Y must-take Sammy's. Okay. Out of his food cart. During a busy outdoor festival, he sold a total of 985 items. Oh, he made some good money on his food cart at that festival. They get hungry. How many steak sandwiches did he sell? So that's the key question. Okay. So my first step is to define my two variables. So let X equal my hot dog. Let Y equal my Sammy, meaning steak sandwiches. Okay. Now I'm going to start writing an equation. And if I just want to make that stand out, I can. But over here, I'm going to set up my first constraint, if you think about it, which is, well, he sells some hot dogs and sandwiches. And do you remember how much he made? Well, he sold a total of, I should say that, forget about the money yet. He sold some hot dogs, he sold some sandwiches, and altogether, he sold a total of 985 items. So Sammy's and hot dogs. Okay. And then here, I'm gonna think about my money, my other constraint. So each hot dog costs $2.95. Each Sammy costs $9.95. That's an expensive sandwich, but they're getting expensive. Okay, and then this is what he actually sold it all for. So $7,343.75. Okay. I'm gonna draw a dotted line there. So here are my two equations, and now I'm gonna solve for them. So I'm actually gonna do this. This is easy enough to solve for X in terms of Y. So what I can do here is this. X equals negative Y plus 985. And I can substitute this value in for my X over here. So let's go for it. Okay. So over here, I'm going to move over here. I'm going to take my second equation, 295x. Well, remember, I'm going to substitute my X for what I just solved. Negative Y plus 985. So remember, that was the X that I found from over here, right? Okay. Then I am going to finish the rest of the same equation here. Equals 7343, and that's how much money. Okay. Ooh, okay. Ooh, okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and solve this, and this will give me my Y. Remember, we're looking for Sammy's sandwiches, right? So 295 times negative Y, so I have negative 295 plus 2,905. So I'm winking and smiling, I'm doing distributive property. So 295 times 985 is 2,905. Okay, plus 995 Y. Ooh, equals that's 73.43 and 75 cents. I'm squeezing it in there, okay? Next step is I can look at my Y. Did I forget my Y here? 295. Yep. Sorry about that. Okay, so now I can combine my Y's here. So I have $9.95, if you think about it. I'm subtracting $2.95. So I'm going to underline these two. See how easy it is to make mistakes. And I'm going to end up with 7y, okay, equals, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract this 2,905 from over here. I'm going to subtract it from over here. And what I end up with is 4,438. If you have a calculator, you can check my work. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 7. So I'm, in essence, dividing this whole number by 7. And I'm going to get 634. So that is Y. I'm going to circle this. And remember what I'm being asked. It's just really, it's to solve for why the steak sandwiches. So, how many steak sandwiches did he sell is the actual question. So that is why. So the answer is he sold 634 steak Sammys. Okay. Okay, good luck. I'm here for you. Again, I'll post the answer keys online, but at least I modeled 2 for you. Good luck.